Welcome to Pre-War, Post-War, more. Not a lot of post-war, pre-war yet. We're still going over some of the more here. Today we're going to be talking about the White Pass and Yukon route. A personal favorite of mine. I used to live in Skagway, Alaska, where the White Pass and Yukon route is based out of. Great little narrow gauge railroad, 3-foot gauge, running from Skagway, Alaska up to Whitehorse in the Yukon Territory. It doesn't run that far anymore, only to Carcross in the Yukon Territory, about 90 miles. And I used to ride this train, and I know a lot of folks that work on that. So how long has it been now? It's been almost 11 years. I started out in model railroading with my dad's early 1950s 2018 Lionel post-war set, and I grabbed the two wires connected to the track lock on when I was 6 or 7, and I just put them into the wall and blackened my thumbs. Shocked me real bad, and my dad got me on my own set for Christmas shortly thereafter, and just kind of a Christmas hobby until back in 2013, my wife bought me this little car here. I didn't even know new trains were really being made, especially for O gauge, with Lionel track systems and 3-rail O gauge. And so she bought me this little White Pass and Yukon route tank car. This is made by MTH, and a great detail. I loved it, and from that point on, I had to have more. So this is all scaled for standard gauge, where the White Pass is a narrow gauge railroad. But started off pretty simple. This is basically my first piece here. Just took a caboose. I believe this is a RMT ready-made train, just a real cheap caboose. I painted over the original decals. I was able to find some. These are dry transfer decals. Had these stickers made by a company called doityourselflettering.com. And I added a lit drum head, which I was able to get as Tamar Industries maybe. And they're not making the White Pass O-gauge drum heads anymore. They are all ready to go, but that lights up there at the end. That was kind of fun to figure out. Then I went pretty big, and I decided to make a locomotive. And so here we have, this is a Lionel New Jersey Transit GP40. Looks a little similar to the White Pass MLW Montreal Locomotive Works diesels there in Skagway. And I painted the whole thing yellow. Took the cab here off the frame, painted the whole yellow, and then I went and I taped all through here. Took thin tape to tape down here onto the nose, and then shot the green. Then we've got some dry transfer decals here. Here, I had some vinyl decals made here, and that's just, I used a Sharpie to go over the top of the original number here, and then I put the vinyl decal. And then this is 3M automotive striping tape that I was able to go through and do that on there. So that's where I went from there. This is a Williams by Bachmann 460 right here. And I had some stickers made. Had some stickers made up here. This is dry transfer decals here and here, and also here, this gold coloring. So all I did is I painted over the original side of the tender. No, I think I erased that. I think I cleaned off the original and removed that original, and then I put the decal over the top. A little quick 10-wheeler there. This is a K-line little switcher here. Just painted it black, and I added drum head on the back, and these are some dry transfer decals on there. There's a custom caboose I made. It's actually a large Lionel cupola on a post-war caboose, and some dry transfers And there we go. Made this bridge and building car here. That was a kind of difficult one, masking that all off and then shooting that. But really love the way that one turned out. And I made this guy right here too. This was a pretty easy one. This is actually on a little magnet. Just the drum head fits perfectly on this little fridge magnet, and so that's my drum head a lot around here instead of putting them on for keeps. Then I moved on to this guy right here. This is a 3D model that I detailed myself. There's, you know, that vinyl sticker, the 3M tape, the dry transfers. This is on a post-war Alco frame with these are MPC era trucks here, and have this nice little shovel nose GE diesel from the White Pass and Yukon route. So, you know, I've got quite a, this is not all of my collection. These are just kind of some of the notable pieces, but, you know, I've come a long way from just, you know, red paint, dry transfer, and vinyl to some 3D printing. But, you know, start out small, and someday you'll, you know, if you want to customize for a certain rare or obscure railroad, then try it out. Buy a cheap piece of rolling stock, grab some rattle cans. This is all the painting here is done with just Krylon and Krylon spray paint from over at the Home Depot. So dry transfer is available online, and like I said, I used do-it-yourself lettering to make these. These are called Thunderbirds here, and then also to make these drum heads, and had them custom made by that vinyl lettering company. So hope you enjoyed this little look into some of my customized trains. Enjoy.